1, 2, 3, 4.
Whoa, this is the Shay Tards podcast, and we're gonna talk your ear off.
Yeah.
We're gonna rock your socks off when the kids go to sleep.
And I'll interrupt a lot.
Tonight. I don't know what I'm doing.
On the
She
spot.
did. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, and she just started. Good job, Callie.
Thanks.
Special guest in the studio. It's Callie Ann Moore. Is that your middle name, Ann?
Yeah.
Do you?
That's me.
Is that public information?
That's my Twitter username.
Yeah, I'm like, why do I keep saying Callie Ann Moore? Because that's why I read it on your tweetsters.
I'm Callie Ann.
Callie Ann Moore has just flew in. Her arms are super tired. She's here from Singapore.
Yeah.
How long was that flight? That's
like all the other side of the world to me.
Isn't it like 24 hours or 20 hours of flying?
It was 20. Let's see. It was 20 hours of travel. I flew 5 hours from Singapore to Korea and then 10 from Korea to LA.
So you're like, that's like 15 hours of in the air. Is it literally like, if you look at a globe, I'm going to show my geography stupidity here. Is it literally on the other side?
Well, I don't know if it's exactly on the
close?
other side. It's
No,
funny because it's considered the east. You know, it's the eastern hemisphere, but
we're
you
the
fly
west.
west
To come here, yeah. Oh, to get
all
there.
the way around.
Yeah, because you go the other way.
That's
It's
interesting.
a globe.
So
You
it's
can
not.
choose
I
which
don't
way you
think
want
it's
to go.
exactly. I think you would have to dig a hole slightly askew through the earth.
Be like a 45-degree angle.
Maybe something like that.
All right.
45-degree angle.
Welcome to When the Kids Go to Sleep. It's the bi-weekly podcast put on by shaycarl and Colette in the studios
know
here at
it.
Maker Studios in Los Angeles, California. Today's special guest, Callie Ann Moore, is Colette's sister.
You know it.
Believe it or not, she's
just
an
said that like 7
amazing
times.
musician.
She's so amazing, and I'm so proud to have her and
Oh.
show her off to you guys.
You
Look
guys
at
are
her.
sweet.
Look
Thanks
at
for
her.
having
Would you
me.
look at it?
Look
Would you
at
just
her.
look at her?
Look at her.
Pretty
And
soon
that's-
you're going to listen to her, too.
And she's wearing one of the vintage items that we picked on our shopping trip.
I scored
Vintage
so big.
shopping.
I had the
I don't know if
best
you
shopping day
scored.
of my life.
I feel like you look like a pilgrim. Like a pilgrim? Is it a
Hey,
pilgrim?
It's beautiful.
I sexy pilgrim score.
You need one of those hats, those pilgrim hats to go with it. All right. Well, it is. I mean, you should wear that at Thanksgiving. I think you should wear that shirt at Thanksgiving.
All right. Thanks, Shay. Thanks.
Doesn't
I
it? Like
love
with
it.
the thing right here? Like that little. All right.
Well, it could be if you had added a bunch of things to it.
All right. So we're going to talk about a few things. And Callie Ann Moore is going to play her little freaking instrument over there and sing some of her music. And I'm going to try not to sing along because
It's so hard.
I was telling Callie last night that her songs, like the first time I hear them, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a pretty sweet song. And then after I like listen to it more, like they just get in my head.
Her
and,
lyrics
like, all
are
the
always
little,
really intricately amazing.
And I like, she was just
It's
warming
true.
up before we started the podcast. And, you know, you girls are, they're going to sing together today
I'll try.
and do a little harmonization for your little earlobes. You're in for a little treat ER, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to try not to sing. But let's talk about my hands.
What?
Okay.
They're hurt. They hurt so bad.
Oh, they do. You need to show the camera if they
If
can
you can see them. Tim Davis, zoom in on my hands and quit sending sexting messages on Facebook. Zoom in on my hands. Do you see those calluses, Tim Davis? Can you see them? Do you see those manly calluses, Tim Davis?
He wants everyone to be aware of his
Those
manly
don't
calluses.
come. You don't get a manly callus like that from sleeping in and rubbing lotion on your hands. You got that, Tim Davis? You get calluses like these from either digging ditches or playing like a 6-year-old on the rings on the beach in Santa Monica. Which is what I do.
Which is what Shay does every day.
It's this new
he loves
thing.
it.
I love it. There's these rings in Santa Monica right by the pier, and
They're like Olympic rings,
Yeah, they're
but there's
big
like
boy.
a whole row of them.
there's 10 I've counted, and you
Yeah.
you swing, and it's a good swing. Like it takes, you have to really get going. Not just anybody
like
can do these
monkey
rings. I just want everybody to
jungle
know that
rings.
I'm really super athletic. Okay, that's what we're talking about here.
He's so amazing.
I am proud
He
of
wants
myself.
everyone to know he's so amazing.
Thanks, honey, for helping me with that. Because when I first started doing them, right, I couldn't even do like 1 or 2.
Yeah, I
Anyways, so I've been going down to
couldn't
the
even
beach.
like hold yourself up there for that long, really.
I literally could barely go like to the third one because my hands would slip. Because mostly I was a gravity generous individual. But I've started to, like, it's like a gym down there almost. Like, you know how you go to a gym a lot and you see like the same people over and
Yeah.
over, and you start to like notice different people's tendencies in a gym. Like, oh, there's this sweaty dude who never cleans off the treadmill. Oh, look, there's a chick who switches machines every 2 seconds and keeps putting the weights to like 2. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that down on the beach. Like, there's these dudes down there that are there every day that I've like been seeing now.
Do you talk to them?
No, like I did one dude, but I don't know. I never know if I want to like spark up a conversation with strangers in public. If if there's a funny thing that happens, I'll usually say something. But me and this dude were sitting there. This was a classic example of I just didn't want to talk, and I didn't know if I should because I had my headphones on. But me and this dude were the only two dude on the rings today. And he's a cool bro. You know, we both had like sunglasses on and cargo shorts. And we probably could have been
that
friends.
Defines a cool bro,
I
right?
know,
Yeah.
he's a cool bro.
Cool
He had
bro.
he had multiple pockets, you know. He could put multiple items in his shorts. And so it was like he would go and I would sit there and, you know, rub chalk on my hands and pretend to stretch and kind of watch his technique, you know. And then I would go and I could tell he was sitting there like watching me do it. And it was like this weird like competitive thing. It's like, you know, between two dudes, like who could go higher, who could spin the most.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Omar. It's filming. Anyway, so that's my new thing. I'm into rings. I'm into the rings.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to get into
He's
rock
really good
climbing,
at it.
but I
He's
like
the
the rings.
Lord of the Rings.
The Lord of the Rings.
That's what we need to get a
Omar.
we need to get a poster of me on the rings. Omar G in studio has brought his camera. Who you might recognize him from Unscripted on the station 2. Check him out. Where'd you get that macaroni shirt, dude? I just got mine. Did he give it to you? He's giving them out. He just gave me mine yesterday. I told him he needs to change on there where it says Sam Macaroni on the thing. That needs to be in yellow. See on the bumper
he
sticker on the
does.
back of the car?
And
where it
he
says,
needs to
you
give
don't even
me
see it,
one.
Omar?
Yeah.
See right there on the back of the car, this bumper sticker?
I still hardly see it.
Tim, show Omar. That should be in yellow. See where it says Sam Macaroni on there in the little bumper sticker? That should be in yellow. It'd stick out a lot more. I was telling Sam they're going to redesign it, I think. That's a sweet shirt, though. I like it. All right, so we have Callie. Do you want to do this first song? You want to?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay, so
We're
tell
going
us.
to do the first song. You want to tell us a little bit about
Yeah, give us a little background. Callie was telling me last night, and I wonder if there's any other artists or musicians out there who feel this. Like, she gets tired of her old music. Like, oh, these are
Yeah.
the old songs from the old album. But I love these because when we're usually just sitting around in the house, we usually have these playing anyways. And Callie was there last night playing it live, and I was like, it's like I was hitting like select on my iTunes, like, okay, now play this one. And she's like just jamming out to her old album. And I was like, I love this song. So tell us about this one.
This is from Zen Garden, which is my first and thus far only album. I have a few singles other than that, but my Zen Garden album is true. Like, I have so many new songs that nobody knows about yet. It's so weird being a songwriter and being on YouTube because I feel like I'm connected with YouTube. You know, my life is connected to you guys pretty often. And then I'll write all these songs and I'm going to release them like next summer. And I feel like there's this whole chunk of my soul that you don't know about.
Oh.
They want them now,
So
yeah.
I think it's natural for songwriters for like they have these old projects. You know, Zen Garden's an old thing. And so I have all these new things I'm so excited about. And I'm like, nah, it's the old stuff. But the other day I sat down and just played through all of them so that I don't forget them from time to time.
Yeah.
I have to play them. And I'm like, oh, these are still my babies.
They're like
These
old
are still my
children.
songs.
Yeah, they're like old children.
children.
Old children,
We
you're throwing
still-
me at it.
We still love you.
They've like grown up and gone out of the house
those
and
old
got
children off.
married. And
Dust them
they're-
off.
All right. So Mommy Tart here is going to do some harmony.
I'll try.
And I'm so excited for this. Everybody turn your
We'll see
little
what happens.
mobile devices up. Let's hear it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, this is called Out of My Range, and a lot of you have requested that we do this. I had to point this out because there was a vlog a long time ago when these guys were listening to it in the car and Colette was singing with it. And you're like, oh, the harmony's so pretty.
So
And
here it
we
is.
haven't practiced
For
it,
the
so
first
this is our
time,
practice.
live in studios.
And I've had a sinus infection.
Quit making
Yay, so many
excuses.
excuses.
Oh,
Sing your
excuses.
freaking song.
All right. When that rain comes down my chimney and it keeps my fire from burning, I still just sit here turning over the coals. And the ashes as they're dying, slowly flickering and flying, tell me stories of the love I used to know. Where did you go? Baby, where did you go?
Woo! I got percussion.
Go, Shay.
And And sweet baby, I'm sorry that I purposely broke your heart. I never meant to rip it out of your chest and tear it apart. It's just a silly old habit that I seem to have formed whenever I fall in love. And honey, I know I should have warned you, but other than that fact, I'm really not that bad. Baby, come back. I need to get this out of my system. I need to shatter some glass. You know it's hard for me to focus without breaking everything in my path. But if you stay by my side, you might be out of my range. Honey, I swear I can change. I swear I can change. I swear I can. I haven't played this for a long time. It's fun.
This is where it gets quiet, right?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. That's my favorite part.
Not yet.
I sat with the ashes all night. My eyes were bloodshot. I couldn't sleep or sit still, so I went to the doctor. And she says that I've got a disease, but baby, please, it won't apply to you. I've been diagnosed as a crazy maniac, but what's so wrong with that? Baby, come back. I need to get this out of my system. I need to shatter some glass. You know it's hard for me to focus without breaking everything in my path. But if you stay by my side, you might be out of my range. Honey, I swear I can change. I swear I can change. I swear I can.
Yeah, right there. There it is. I'm gonna sing along right here.
Do it, dog.
Okay, dog.
I'll let you take it away.
I forgot.
Nobody deserves to be alone, even if there is some sanity they lack. So forget my little issues, your emotional scar tissue, and baby, please come back. I need to get this out of my... I need to shatter some. You know it's hard for me to breaking everything in my life, but if you stay by my side, you might be out of my range. Honey, I swear I can change. I swear I can change. I swear I can.
Yeah. Nice job.
Nice.
Oh, that was fun. You guys are awesome.
I'm like, oh,
You forgot.
I did.
You could do
forgot
better
most
than
of
that.
I forgot some chords.
Hey. Time for punching Shay session.
Ow!
I'm used to this. My husband records me, so
Oh,
I'll be
he's
like, down
eh.
in the vocal booth, and he's like, I'm like, was that okay? And he's like,
been
and I'm
better.
like, shut up. I'll just redo it.
I thought you said I'm used to this when she was punching me, and then you said my husband. I thought you were gonna
No, well, I'm
reveal
used to
to
beating
us
him
that-
up.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much
That's a
abuse
normal thing in
going
our
on.
lives.
Nice, Callie. That sounds really good. So you know what's crazy is you've been showing me songs now for probably like 10 years. Really, like
Have I?
when I remember the first time that like I came to your guys' house when I was dating Colette, and
Oh, yes.
we were like hanging out in your room, and you were like this angsty like
I
junior. I think you were a junior in high school, and
I
you
was
like
angsty.
had all this stuff written
Angsty.
on your wall.
Oh
Remember
Talk
that?
about the walls.
And it was like no
She's
one
like, don't
understands.
tell them.
I don't think I've told anyone about the walls. I used to write.
Yeah, you had
On
like
my
these
wall.
articles, like you
had,
like
poems
wrote.
and
Articles?
lyrics.
I don't know.
and
Today in the Reader's Digest,
not that
Callie
kind
and
of
more.
article.
When I was feeling particularly angsty, I would go into my room and I would just take a pencil and write poems on my walls.
On the walls. You had an interesting room because you had it decorated really cool. You had like
Oh,
all
thank
these
you.
interesting art pieces in
Thank
it.
you.
And I remember you're like, oh, check out my new song. I was like, wow, our sister's really talented. And now you're a
I don't even
full-blown
remember what
musician.
songs I
I know.
had
I was
at
trying
that
to
time.
think like what it would have been, what you would have. Because I think, how long have you had Zen Garden? Like just that song. I mean, that's been a while. I feel like
It was only like a couple years before I
Maybe. I
recorded
don't
the
know.
album. But when I was when I was 12 and I started playing guitar, I picked up the guitar, one of my dad's guitars, and said, teach me a few chords. And he taught me 4 chords, and I wrote a song that day. So I've been
Oh,
writing
nice.
songs. I mean,
Ever
it
since.
Oh,
wasn't
is
a
that the 4-chord
masterpiece.
song?
No, that was the second song I wrote.
Oh.
But so I have all these songs, but I feel like I have so many forgotten songs from that era.
back
Yeah.
in the day.
I should write a song called Forgotten Songs.
How fortuitous. So Colette and Callie's father is in a bluegrass band, and he basically can play every instrument with a string on it. He plays
Yeah.
banjo, fiddle, violin, mandolin, guitar. He plays the bass, right? Can he
And
just
my
play about
brother
everything?
Adam plays the bass, and he
Yeah.
actually just started a
Mhm.
YouTube channel.
They're awesome. They're my heroes.
Yes.
So yeah, it's
Lots
a little
of musical
family
heroes
of
in our
musicians.
family.
So whenever I go over there, they're always playing music together, and I'm just like the eager beaver who's like,
Guys, I love
I
it.
can't wait till I know some words to the song and I
Yes,
can
they're
say
like-
them.
Bouncing and
We
No,
do
it
a
was
bounce
good
chair.
for
We
a
like to
minute.
bounce.
Take it out.
When I go down, it pushes her
You're
up.
just perfectly together when you started. It was a little weird.
We're working on our synchronized chair bouncing. It's going to the Nationals in
Yes.
2012. Okay, so Callie and Moore, you have a brand new song out.
Excuse me while I
that
tune.
It's so beautiful.
you guys have done this 2 years in a row now. Every October when Breast Cancer Awareness Month comes up, you guys usually do a really good job of getting some messages out there. And Sadie's Beads,
Yeah.
she does a bunch of stuff. So if you guys don't know the story, their mother died of breast cancer when Colette was 13, and
Yeah, I was
every
11.
October they kind of.
I was 11.
You were?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw you were 13.
Nope. I was 11.
This changes everything.
This changes everything.
Who are you? So then they explain what you guys do for breast cancer.
Well, last year it really just came up like last minute. Callie's like, I think I'm gonna do this for breast cancer. I'm like, you're such a good person.
No,
I should do
you
that
brought
too.
it to me. I think it was actually Sadie's original idea to do her jewelry sale.
Oh.
And
all
then
right,
you
you're all
wanted
good
first.
people. We get it. So what
Then
did
you
you
wanted
do?
to do something, and then you asked me, and I was like, oh, yeah, I guess I do.
Well, okay, so then we were like, okay, we need to do something. And Callie, of course, whips out this amazing song called October that you should go check out because it was really awesome. And basically it's about love and...
It's just, it was a really hard song to write, obviously, because it was very personal. And at the beginning of the song, I talk about being young and losing my mom. But I really wanted it to be a song that would connect with everybody who's suffering through something. It's
Mhm.
just about love and comfort.
So, yes, it's so good. So you can go check that out. That's what we did last year. And Sadie, one of our other sisters, donated her jewelry sales of her
They
bead
have
website.
1,400 sisters, by the
We
way.
have a lot
We
of
do,
sisters.
it's true. And anyway, so we decided this year, let's do it again. And Callie wrote this song called Electric Stars and Satellites, and kind of tell us a little bit about...
This year's song, it was very different because I was actually prepared this year. I was like, oh, I need to do another song. I had more time to think about it. And I think I wrote almost an entire song, and it just wasn't quite right. And I let it sit around for a month, and then I changed the lyrics completely, and it turned into a new song. But it's not quite as raw, emotional, because October, I was talking about me, and it was a real story that came from my soul. But so this one, I really feel like it's kind of dreamy. It's still a sad song, obviously. It's still about experiencing loss, but it's about the concept of losing somebody and then trying to communicate with that person out in the stars somewhere. And
Yeah,
the
you talk about
video-
vibrations a lot. I've noticed about
Yeah.
just like the vibrations through the air. Okay, do you want to play it or do you want to hear it? Because I feel like there's more than just the guitar and the
Yeah.
actual song.
it's
Whatever
such
you'd
tough
like, Shay.
choices.
I'll take your request.
I know. What do you think? They're
This
Colette
one's
Tard?
we had so much fun producing it. And
Yeah, who filmed this for you, by the way? Because you shot this in Singapore.
Yeah, well, we recorded it. My husband Dave is the audio engineer, and he also helps to shape the song. So he played the drums and some of the electric guitar. I played electric guitar. We had a lot of fun producing it. And then we just didn't have time to film because we usually do all of our own filming. And Dave was like, just get someone else, Callie. I don't have any time. I was
Yeah.
like, okay. So I found a company called Grizzle Films.
And they came out and did it for you.
And
oh, that's cool.
they
In
actually-
Singapore?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's
cool.
actually because I asked my buddy Shay, who is everyone's like, Shay, what does that have to do with Shay? It's actually
It's my rap. It's my rap alter ego. Shika Shay.
awesome kid who's 19 years old and he's a Singaporean and he's a rapper. And his name is Shigga Shay. It came to him in a dream one night to call himself Shigga Shay.
Yeah, I was flying through Singapore
And he
one
has
night.
great
and I was like,
videos.
listen, bro, you can rap. I'm your sugar daddy. Call yourself Sugar Shay.
So his film crew
Did it?
for him.
Okay, cool. All right, so what do you want to do? Do you want to play or do you want to just give us, because it's a 5-minute song, right? Well, no, that's the whole thing. Just give us a little taste live here in studio because we can go here. If you want to check it out, go to Callie and More Music on
It's
YouTube.
actually, the way it's recorded is more electric.
Electric,
It's-
yeah.
This,
Yeah.
this will
It's
be
the
the
acoustic
acoustic.
This is a
version.
very different
Yeah.
version. Do I
Yeah.
need to go short? Are we running out of time?
She said we
Yeah.
got 10
Do
minutes.
it like it. Okay.
So just do the 10-minute version of the song.
To fill the rest of the time up. Please forgive this song. I know that I'm not the first to send a signal to the switchboard of the universe. Electric stars and satellites collecting my words. I remember when you taught me that game with the cups and the string. It stretched 1,000 miles, but I don't hear a thing. And if it's hard for you to hear me on the other end, I'm gonna sing it again and again and again and again. Electric stars and satellites, I'm tuning in. I know someday I'm gonna hear your voice again. I keep on sending these vibrations through the open air because I know that you're somewhere out there. Just like a child in an attic exploring the forgotten things as radio static. It may not mean a thing, but it's the sound of possibility. The waves are all around us. When we finally find our station, we'll thank God that it found us. I could find you in an old voice from a black and white movie, and this rock and roll guitar, or this evangelist's true. He'll sell his miracles for money, and we'll laugh and laugh and laugh because a miracle is free, and everybody should know that. Electric stars and satellites, I'm tuning in. I know someday I'm gonna hear your voice again. I keep on sending these vibrations through the open air because I know that you're somewhere out there. Oh, that added.
That was kind of cool.
It's an accident.
I always knew you were an angel, but this time you've taken your wings. And when I find mine, I'll come find you there. So please be patient with me. Electric stars and satellites, I'm tuning in. I know someday I'm gonna hear your voice again. I keep on sending these vibrations through the open air because I know that you're somewhere out there. Electric stars and satellites, I'm tuning in. I know someday I'm gonna hear your voice again. I keep on sending these vibrations
Thank
Yeah, I
you.
really love the lyrics right there about the radio waves, and when our station finds us, we'll be finally glad that we found it. That's a good part. I was running on the
That's a good
beach
part.
the other day listening. I was like, oh, those are good lyrics. I see what you did there, Callie, and music. More music. We talked about the station and the whole thing, and it works together. That's great.
I love when people think about my lyrics.
It is,
so
and then
thank you.
sometimes, because then I listen to yours, I'm like, well, what does she mean by that? I'm like, well, it could mean this or it could mean this.
Well, I think that's what the
what's supposed
essence
to
of every
happen,
song
right?
is, what it's meaning. Like most
Right.
people just listen to music and be like, oh, that's a great beat, but your lyrics or your words are so awesome. I've always loved
That's how I usually am. We're usually in the car, and I'm like, oh, I love this song. And Chloe will be like, do you know what they're talking about? I'm like, no, it just sounds cool. She's like, they want to rape you. And I'm like, what? It says that?
I'm very in tune to the. I mean,
She listens to the lyrics,
Pay
and I'm like,
attention
oh, I
to
didn't
words.
realize it said that. She's like, yeah, that's what it's saying. I'm like, oh, well, it just sounds like I could dance good to
and
it.
that's why we don't listen to Katy Perry very much anymore.
Because she just, I was listening to the lyrics the other day of that new one. What's her one? She's like, just love. Yeah, we would always make fun of that
Like
one.
what?
What is that one?
Which one are you talking about?
There's no regrets. Just love about let's go
oh,
all the way tonight. Yeah.
Dream.
Don't feel guilty. Don't feel bad. It's love.
Just be a teenager and have sex and get pregnant. Awesome.
Yeah, we'd always sing different versions of
Oh
that
my
to our children.
goodness.
That's what we were talking about earlier. Is like, how do you raise your kids in a world where the music is like, how do you tell your kids not to
Yeah.
have sex before they're married when
And it's like
Katy Perry's like,
everywhere.
yeah, oh, I feel like a
Yeah.
teenager. Take my jeans off. Oh, who cares? It's all love. Yeah, try
free
it.
love,
Let's see what
yeah.
happens. Maybe we'll have a baby. Who cares? It's love. Oh, it's itchy down there. I don't know, but it's love.
Oh,
I love how itchy it is down there. Oh, don't worry about it. No
I think
guilty
He's
feelings.
going too far.
It's going too far. It's getting a little going from
I'm just trying to
PG-13
write my
to
own
R.
music lyrics. You're not the only lyricist here.
That would.
Callie and more music.
That's Katy Perry inspired.
All right.
I'd like to
Anyways,
hear that song.
Are we
but-
about wrapped on this podcast? We're working on the final track to it.
What?
We should
Oh, that
should
song? What are you
add
talking
Kesha
about now?
too. We
Oh,
every time those
Kesha?
songs come on me.
Oh golly.
All right. Well, thanks for joining the
Oh.
When the Kids Go to Sleep podcast. This is episode 11,
And
12.
thank you, Callie, for making good, wholesome lyrics.
Good job. Check her out
Thank you,
on
guys.
youtube.com/CallieMooreMusic. She's on Twitter. You can download her songs on iTunes. Are you still on, you're on that other CD Baby, is that right?
Yeah.
CD Baby,
CDbaby.com. It's the
iTunes.
largest distributor for independent artists.
Is it really?
Awesome.
Is there-
CDbaby.com.
So that's my question, because I'm new to the whole iTunes situation. Is like the biggest distributor of music, is it iTunes?
yeah,
now, for
they're by
sure?
far the most.
For
Okay.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about that the other day. Like,
But of independent artists, it
Yeah.
would be CD Baby or
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Right.
they focus just on indie artists.
cool, interesting.
cool.
Okay, so check her out. All of her links are below. You can check out her music. She does videos. You were doing daily vlogs, weren't you, for a while?
I do vlogs once in a while.
It's tough. It's tough to do, man. From her
tough.
life in Singapore,
But it's cool. They got
gorgeous
some
there.
Cool stuff.
We've been working on an album lately, so I know a lot of you feel disconnected. Like I've
But the thing about
abandon
you,
you,
guys
but-
is you do everything. Like
Yeah.
her and Dave, they mix.
and
they
Dave has a
film.
full-time career.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why they're in
Businessman.
Singapore.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks again, Callie Moore in
Thank
studio
you.
here at
So awesome.
Maker Studios,
Studios
in Los Angeles,
Angeles,
California.
California.
Thanks to Raphael in the soundboard booth
With his
What do
great
you-
hairdo.
His hairdo. Who's rubbing you, Ralph? I can't
What?
see.
What?
Patricia, are you giving Ralph a massage in there?
You can go.
Just keep. You want to just keep talking?
Go another
Ralph's
half
hair
hour.
is looking amazing today. Thanks for Omar and Tim Davis on camera. This is another podcast. WTKGTS.
And we love you all.
Don't get your
Back next
boogers on the
time.
microphone, Shay.
Seriously, Shay.
Ralph, is your
Where
hair
are
gel
your
on there?
manners?
That was rude, huh? All right, join us next time. Download the podcast for free or watch it on YouTube for free or what else?
Or we'll give you our
Thanks
babies for free.
Thanks for tuning in. I got to go get an oil change in my truck right now. It's really stressing me
Why
out.
are you bringing up more topics?
The freaking maintenance light's on and I can't stop thinking about it. It says I have a problem and I don't
And
like it. Thanks. Tune in
Thank
next
you.
time.
We'll see you
Bye.
next time.
Please forgive this song. I know that I'm not the first to send a signal to